getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And as the PNM gets stronger, our opponents get scared. And the one thing that you can be certain in Trinidad and Tobago is that all the forces opposed to the PNM get very scared when they see the PNM mobilize, as we are mobilizing this internal election in Trinidad and Tobago. We are Team Red and Rowley. We are the team that will work along with the political leader to take the PNM into the next local government election, and we will be victorious. We are the team that will take the PNM into the 2020 general election and will form the next government of Trinidad and Tobago. We are led by a very strong political leader who is not afraid to take the decisions necessary to take Trinidad and Tobago where this country needs to go. He took the party from opposition back to government, won the local government elections, and as I said before, we are on our way to victory after victory after victory. Now I want to say something to party members, because you will be called upon to vote for an executive next Sunday. We recognize Mr. Devdat Oja Maharaj, former General Secretary of the PNM. Now there are those who we have not seen for a while. We till the soil. You know, our political leader is a farmer. So he led us. We till the soil. We sowed the seed. We plant and we fertilize the crop. You know, sometimes you have to mold the plant. You know, sometimes you have to put a stake to keep it a little straight. And the rains came. And the crop flourished. And some of them, I did not see them around. Not for the planting, not for the molding, not for the fertilizing, but now man have market basket and want to reap when it's time for harvest. And that is what is happening in the PNM today. As we say, internal election, they feel, well, it's now time. Well, then they're afraid of the political leader. Because, you know, man was dancing around and skipping around the ring. And then when the time comes for nomination, zero, unopposed. So they decide, we can't take him, but we will surround him with people who he cannot work with, who he will not get the support from, and who are not loyal to this political leader. That is what we are faced with. And that is the decision as party members you are called upon to make next Sunday. Will you allow them to surround our political leader with people who do not believe in teamwork? I call on you to exercise your vote in a way that will cause the political leader to have a team of persons that he can work with, that will give the support, that will give the loyalty to ensure that the PNM is an unbeatable election machine when the elections are called. So if you look at them and you examine them and you did not see them in the last 6, 7, or 8 years, then you place your X next to Colm Imbert for party chairman. And you couldn't find a better candidate for general secretary than Foster Cummings. The chairman of the PNM is a very senior position. It requires experience. It requires track record. It requires commitment and loyalty. It is not about somebody trying to fuel their personal ambition. And therefore, it's not about who smiles the most or who is taller or shorter. You must think deeply and select somebody with a track record, somebody who is qualified to do the job, somebody who has demonstrated service to party, somebody who has been in the parliament of this country under a PNM banner for over 25 years. That's the member of parliament for the Martin Northeast. And if you don't like him, that is not a criteria for the job. But everybody likes Coleman Booth. My friends, there are those who are lining up for senior positions in the PNM. If you wish to be the General Secretary of the PNM, that's another senior position in the party. And let me just tell you what is required for that position. You must have some institutional knowledge about how this party is run, why decisions and precedents set in the past were taken, what are the policies that guide this institution. And I suggest to you with the greatest respect to our young people that it's not advisable to walk from the Youth League straight into the office of General Secretary of the PNM. I was a member of the Youth League, I can tell you. I have spent the last 31 years of my life in the People's National Movement. I have served as chairman of Couva South constituency. I have served as chairman of La Horquetta Talparo constituency. I have served as youth officer male of the PNM. I have served as field officer of the party. I currently serve as election officer of the movement. I've spent 25 years on the general council of the party, 20 years on the central executive, served as campaign manager for general elections, local elections, and the THA elections in Tobago. And my friends, what that allows you is to garner a certain amount of experience and to occupy the chair of General Secretary, a position that was held by people like the late Martin Joseph, people like the late Nello Mitchell. You know these names? People like Devdat Oja Maharaj. You must have that experience because you are the hub, the center of the wheel that will be responsible for all the moving units within the party. That requires experience. As we go to elect a new party executive, we have a responsibility as party members. And that responsibility goes much further than who we like and who we don't like. That responsibility, party members, goes much further than who is a friend or who is not a friend. That responsibility requires you as a party member to ensure that the party is led by persons who are capable, competent, qualified, and loyal to execute the responsibilities that you will elect them to execute. So I say to you tonight, support the Red and Rowley team. We are the winning team. We are the team that will take you to victory and keep the party in government for the next 20, 30, or 40 years to come. Because there's one party that knows how to govern Trinidad and Tobago, and that is the People's National Movement. So on Sunday, the 30th, we go to the polls, and you vote for Colm Imbert as your party chairman. You vote for Robert LeHunt as your vice chairman. You vote for Foster Cummings as your general secretary. You vote for Daniel Duque as your assistant general secretary. You vote for the Red and Rowley team, and we sing on the night of the 30th, great is the PNM. Great is the PNM, and it must and shall prevail. I thank you.